What is up, everybody? Meriden Gaming here, back for another World of Tanks Tech Tree Tank Showcase and gameplay. So for today, we have the Tier 7 American Light Tank, the T71 CMCD. I actually really have not seen this tank in at least the North American servers all that often. So yeah, I'm not really sure how to feel about this tank or many um, suggestions for it other than what we can see here. It's got that standard American style with that slowly sloping kind of curve to the top, that sharp angle down. This thing does have pretty flat sides, so yeah, stuff is going to go through your sides if they flank you. And yeah, now we're getting to that absolutely horrible American tank style of the giant cupola. This thing will clear the ridge a full second before you do, and people will pop you so often and destroy you without you even being able to see or shoot back. That's going to be a major theme across a lot of the American tanks, especially some of those premiums, which is so when you're trying to peek around corners, you definitely want to peek with your right side hidden because you don't want that to get hit. Alright, so let's go ahead and get over to the, actually, you know what, we can even show the alive, yeah, big old cupola. Can be seen from the side. Yeah, you might be able to bounce a few shells, but it's not going to be much. And then you also have this lovely little driver's hatch here, too. So yeah, they can pretty much pin you no matter where they want to go. Let's go over to the comparison. So for Tier 7, I really don't see a lot of light tanks, at least on the North American server. This is pretty much it. It's those people that are trying to go for either the medium tanks, or they like the auto-loading of the French tanks, or they're going for the wheeled vehicles. Like I said, this is just 3 French tanks. I don't see the British, the German, the Russian, or the Chinese light tanks all that often, honestly. It's pretty much EBRs, the AMX 1357 because it's a premium, and then it's pretty much just tier 8s. Like, I don't even see the T71. So, yeah, that's how it's going to roll. Anyway, like I said, autoloader, wheeled vehicle, autoloader, with a lot more rounds, but doesn't do very much damage at all. Anyway, so penetration, yep, all right in the middle. Well, actually, it's towards the low end because these really are only 1 and 2 points lower. But it does have a fairly good DPM because of the reload time. 4.31, much better than the non-autoloader. Of course, that's a wheeled vehicle. You're not really shooting all that much. You're just trying to spot people. Damage, it's actually on the higher side other than the wheeled vehicle. But like I said, you're not trying to shoot people with that thing. Or not very often. You try to take out other light tanks, but other than that, you're not really using your gun on that tank. Now the good thing is it does have the 76 caliber instead of the 75, so you will be able to overmatch something slightly more than that 25. But it's definitely better than the AMX 1357, where you're not going to be able to overmatch much of anything, honestly. So the only thing that the premium tank does have over is the rate of fire, because it does reload pretty quick because it has those 8 shells. But they only do 90 damage per shot. So, meh. Not great, not bad. Then we get down to aim time. Yep, once again, it's one of the better aim times. We can probably get that down to 1.75, I would say, maybe 1.74, depending on the crew. Not the best, compared to the EBR Hotch, but the EBR Hotch, you're not going to be sitting still, so that's irrelevant. So definitely better than the other two that you're going to see, at least on your same tier. Then we get down to the forward speed, 64, so better than the other two, not by much. Reverse speed better than the other two. The EBR really doesn't count just because it's a wheeled vehicle. It's going to be going fast no matter what. If you are not going 70 all the time, you are dead. Anyway, let's go down a little bit further. Armor. Yeah, it's actually less than the previous tank. 22. That's horrible. Horrible. And then you got the giant, whatever you call it, tumor on top of your head with that cupola. Yeah, you are not going to be bouncing anything. You're going to be getting overmatched by everything. Even lower tier tanks are going to go through you like Swiss cheese. Alright, then camo. Yeah, this thing's a little bit bigger, sits up a little bit higher. No camo. None. Compared to all the other tanks, horrible. Even the EBR has better camo than this thing. This is not shaping up to be a great thing, but it does have 390 view range. The same as the premium. So let's see what happens when we boost that up. So we're going to do, our standard camouflage, brothers in arms, concealment, recon, and situational awareness. Then here, I am pretty sure we're going to have to put the camo net right there. Then of course we're going to go with our standard improved ventilation and our binoculars. Although we might be able to get away with the not binoculars. And something could be said for, instead of taking that, this would help us when we're moving. Okay, never mind. We don't have the commander's vision system at the tier 8, it appears to be. I thought it was available tier 7. I was wrong. Alright, so that's going to be the setup, because that's pretty much what you have to have. So that gets us up to that 40 minimum that I believe you have to have as a light tank, at least when you're sitting in a bush. And then look at that view range, 536. That's right. So let's go ahead and take a look and see if we instead use the coated optics. Is that enough to keep us at that 500? So that gets us to, where is it, 472. So that's questionable. Like, you will definitely be outspotting everything that's not a light tank. But that 536 was just really nice. Like, you will be able to spot stuff through those bushes a lot easier than a lot of these other tanks would be able to. If you had a commander's vision system, you'd be golden. But, yeah, so that's kind of your choice if you want to sit in a bush or not. If you don't, probably take the low noise exhaust and the coated optics instead. But for me, I like to move up into a bush and be able to spot for my team. Anyway, let's get over to the gameplay. So today we are watching Smug Face of the CNNC clan. Let's go ahead and take a look at the opposing team. So we've got a Tornwagen. That thing is a hold down beast. It's very hard to deal with them, but they have a really small turret that's hard to hit unless you get around to the side of them. 122 TM. That's another reward tank right now for the Christmas event, or the holiday event, I should say. Rasks, those are pain because they can spot well, and they also have really fast speeds. Then we get down to Scorpions. Yeah, those, I doubt they can one-shot him, but 2 shots, yep, you did. You did. Alright, Comet. That's the standard Comet, though, so that's not going to be that much of a deal. AMX 1375. So there is that French autoloader that we were looking at. I believe that one is one of the, that is going to be a, what do you call that? Premium tank. And yeah, I'm not too worried about most of the other stuff. On his team, we got T26 E5. Those are always usually pretty good. So we got Lance and C, and Udez, and SU-130. That thing is probably going to do very well on his team, along with the Scorpion G. Everything else is pretty standard. Oh, and he has a little bit of help spotting from the E25 and the setter. Well, let's get going. Oh, so he's actually got the 2 setups. So he actually places quite a bit if he actually has 2 different equipment setups. In fact, I'm going to go back and see what was his equipment setup. So he's got optics. Oh, he's going for a shooting style. So he's got those vertical stabilizers and a gun rammer. Interesting choice. Oh, and he's got food on it as well. That's amazing. That turret is so big compared to the rest of the tank. And yeah, look at that cupola. It's so huge. That's an interesting paint job, too. I do not have that camo. Mainland or something like that? I don't know what that's about. Alright, so, yep. See, I knew that E25 was going to try and move up and spot. Those are basically, effectively a light tank. I mean, yeah, they're a tank destroyer, but you can make them nearly invisible. They can literally be like almost within 50 meters, and you won't be able to spot those things. Even when firing, it's kind of ridiculous. So we've seen the TVP. He's trying to spot those heavies. Now the downside is there's no artillery in this, so yeah, he's spotting all these people, but no one's really in the position to shoot yet. That's where the Tornwagen is a great spot. You know, I keep forgetting to upsize the map. Wow, he is being very aggressive. Yep, I figured he was going to get spotted. So he's being a little bit too aggressive there. He's trying to get that Tornwagen in the side. He tried to... I have it to where I can position the camera. If I click, I can let him take control. See, that's the thing with those Tornwagens. You have to get the sight. Oh, he's got somebody moving in on him. So they're staying a little bit back just because he does have those TDs as backup. Oh, nice shot. Oh, he didn't pin it. I guess his shot didn't hit quite in time. But this is a relatively good spot if you don't get spotted. You can spot these mediums, or those heavies, all along that ridge. Especially for your artillery. If your artillery is in play, they can wear out all those tanks that are right there. And see, look, he can back up and take a shot at the Tornwagen, but it's looking straight at him, so he's not going to be able to pin that thing. I really wanted to get that one, but I was not lucky enough. I got the Caliban and the T56. I might try to get a few more boxes, but I doubt that I'm going to win that one. See, he's not getting spotted when he's taking shots. The guy might try to, yes, he tried to blind fire. He expected where he was. The Tornwagen is moving around the side, so he should be able to hit the side of the turret. Yep. It's interesting, he's not trying to really spot. Of course, on this map, there's not really much you can do on this side once you're in this position. Something else tried to hit him. He's making good use of that really far zoomed out camera. It's always a good thing to see. Not a lot of players, especially light tanks, don't really use that. I would like to see light tanks use that a lot more. Now he's looking away from him, so he's trying to wear that tank out. Probably 5 more shots he can deal with him. Is he going to finish him? I think he's looking at him. Oh, somebody else shot him. One more? One more? Oh, low roll. Oh, he almost got a kill, but he got that low roll. But yeah, see, he's playing this thing perfectly. Oh, the IS has decided to move into the city. He's got to be careful when he moves up that he doesn't move too far forward and get shot from that diagonal. Yeah, he's playing a lot more active than I tend to play my lights. I tend to do mostly spotting. I don't try to shoot quite as much. He's going to try to get the Cola. Oh, that is a very nice shot. Oh, there's another one. That IS is not moving like it should. And he tried to hit him on the run. The IS is another one that I'm using a lot right now. Oh, you went right through the turret of that one. Wow, he is wearing these heavies out. This actually has better penetration than... Although he is using gold rounds, that probably helps. Oh, nice double tap there. Well coordinated, but still. It's always good to see. There they go. They've taken out all those heavies, so that is definitely a good thing. The setter is moving around trying to... Oh, I just saw a tree fall. He moved up into this bush. He should have enough camo. See, that other tank should not have moved up quite so quickly. I'm surprised he's double pushed here, so he's not getting spotted. Problem is, he's going to break that and get seen. He hit him. He is making very good use of the gun on this tank. Maybe I should take some notes, huh? I tend to play much more passive. One more, one more, one more! Oh, he got a kill, finally! He was doing so much damage, but just not getting those kills. Look at that, 3,000 damage with a light tank. That is crazy. And when you're only doing 130 to like 140 per shot, that is kind of ridiculous. I mean, he had to hit 30 shots. Well, 30-ish shots so far. But he used up those credits with those gold rounds. Oh, he got lucky there. They saved him because he was going to take a big old round to the side. Right. So now they're just down to that one Barask and a piece of artillery. Or not artillery, the M4. They already dealt with the artillery. Or there was no artillery. Duh. I'm so used to there being artillery in this tier. Here they are, they're both here, but they're looking... Oh, nope, he was not looking the other way. Yeah, deal with that Barask first. Drive right past him, deal with Barask. Because the Barask has more potential for damage because of that 2-round auto-loading. He's trying to take him out. Oh, the other guy moved into him to where he got stopped, but he's going to finish off that last guy for 3 kills in a light tank. And almost 4,000 damage. But I suspect... if you go check out the stats of the replay, he probably got a blind fire. Oh, no, he didn't. He probably did. It just wasn't as much as I expected it to be. But look at that. Almost 4,000 damage. 3 kills. 606. That's probably tracking, I would guess. Nope. It was, he detected that one, and he detected the Bat Chatillon. Because, let's see, which one did the most as far as spotting? It's hard for me to tell when they don't have the icons. Probably the E25 did a lot of spotting, I would guess. Yeah, so he spotted 949, and probably the setter, where was it? I cannot see things at all for some reason. I thought there was a setter in here somewhere. I don't. Oh, there it was. It's this one. So this one did, yeah. So he was doing most of the spotting compared to our buddy Smugface here. But anyway, he got that ace tanker, a bruiser, fire for effect, Oryx medal for destroying 2 tank destroyers, and a Confederate for shooting at least 6 players. So yeah, that was a really good game to watch. Definitely taught me a few things. Anyway, this is Marinated Gaming. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the little bell notification icon so you can see all my videos. I'm going to be going through all of the Tier 5 and up tech tree tanks, preferably in light, medium, heavy, TD, artillery order, and then the same order that they are listed in the game as far as the nations go. American, British, German, French, Russian, I don't know. You can look in the game. Anyway, this is Marinated Gaming, and I'll see you on the battlefield.